Excuse me. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. Ooh, excuse me. Whoa. Somebody needs to know something or wants me to know something, because holy cow, my nose. I'm gonna come hither. So I try to grab my cards. No? Alright, let's see what the tarot has for us today. I haven't pulled tarot in a minute. Alright, angels, spirits, and guides. What do we got for the collective today? What do we have for the collective today? Well, the Tower wanted to come out. Upright, sudden change, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. Sometimes having a moment where you feel like everything's coming down, aka the Tower, it's okay to work through those emotions, especially after the fact. If it's like, you know, pretty traumatic, pretty extreme for you, you know, like for example, if somebody like is trying to start an argument with you and you're not the argumentative type, like sometimes some things just have to come down for you to see what you need to see. Ooh, okay, so hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to pause something. Alright, so what do we got? We got. Hangman in reverse, delays, standstill, resistance, stalling, indecision, fear of sacrifice, lack of control. Yes. So again, with this Tower moment, you could be feeling like everything that you're trying to keep together is out of your control. But in reality, the only thing you can control is yourself, right? And I think you need to be in tune with that a little bit more. And I know it could be difficult depending on how stressful the situation that you're going through is. But you have to also understand that because you are at a standstill with how you're feeling, that you're putting yourself in this delay mindset. And the only way to change that delay mindset, because you're scared of sacrificing, is to let go of the control you're trying to keep, whatever it may be. You can't control relationships. You can't control friendships. You can't control family. You can't control your kids. You can't control your job. The only thing you have control and power over is yourself, because that is your free will. You have to move yourself accordingly to the things that align with you. I think people get so... I dated a control freak. Okay, this man, we did everything on his dime. We went wherever he wanted to go, and if by the chance we happened to do something I wanted to do, it happened to be because it was an option of a suggestion that he gave for something else. Like, it could be a relationship, it could be your parent, it could be your kid coming back at you with, you know, type of energy where they feel like they run the house. You're gonna have to do your best to move through these emotions of this fear of sacrifice. You can't lose anything that is meant for you, okay? You cannot lose anything that is meant for you, which means if you're scared of speaking up and you're scared of losing this person if you speak up, then that is your delay. You're standing yourself still because you don't move. And if they don't react the way you would like them to react, that is your telltale sign to how to move. You have to stop trying to predict someone's reactions to what you have to say or do, and just say or do it. And whoever flocks to that is who is meant to be with you. You can't control who stays or goes. It's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to you in the long run, because you're going to get resentful for having them around. It's not fair to them, because they'll get resentful for staying around. If you know it's up, let it be done. Let it go. Let go of the control. And if it's a current relationship you're trying to fix, understand your partner may have needs or wants that you can't fulfill. And maybe that might be the point where you say, okay, if you're feeling this way, either we go to counseling or we have a discussion about how to move forward and maybe possibly end things. We need to start having grown-up conversations about grown-up things we do. Like I said, you shouldn't be fucking and sucking if you can't talk about it. If you can't have a conversation about the shit you're doing or why you're doing it, especially with a partner, then you should not be engaging with that person. Because someone who gets you will be able to communicate with you, and someone who you get, vice versa. You know what I mean? It's all, you're your own worst enemy, right? The only one stopping you is you. The typical things they say, but in reality, it's true. Closed mouths don't get fed. I had to speak up for myself in order to get where I am today. Sometimes I didn't like having to do it because I didn't like how it made me feel like I would look, which who cares about that when your life is in danger? Or you feel like your mental health is declining, or you feel like your finances aren't where they need to be. It is okay to speak up when you are not doing well. And if the person you're with, living with, whatever, sees this and does nothing for you, then maybe you should move around, because they obviously have their own shit they're dealing with and don't care anything about what you have going on because they're so caught up in what they have going on. And that's okay. They could be having bigger issues than you, but you are an individual person. Stop being codependent on relying on people to fix your emotional state when it should just be you trying to regulate yourself. That's what therapy is for. That's what counseling is for. You know, I don't believe in having medications. I used to have depression medication and sleep medication, but eventually it ended up numbing me out, so I stopped taking it. I don't recommend people off their meds because it, you know, however it affects your brain, My brain is different. I can't take meds because it makes me feel a way that I don't like. I rather just go with the flow, regulate my own emotions, journal it, cry it out, whatever I feel like I need to do to emotionally release and not hold on to it, because it is not mine to hold on to. And if I need to speak something, no matter how hard it is to speak it, I'm able to do so because I have the right to let you know how I'm feeling. You don't have to always reciprocate the feeling, and if you don't, that's okay. Just move accordingly, but don't waste somebody else's time because you don't know what you want. That's not fair to them. And then wonder why they're upset with you because you're so indecisive. What did it say? Indecision. Like, stalling. All this waiting around for something to move won't move unless you move, bitch. And I'm sorry to be aggressive, but it literally has been the energy. Someone needs to say something about something. Otherwise, you will keep remaining in the same place you have been. Whoever this is for, take it as it resonates. I could be speaking to someone I know or someone I don't know. Look, someone you're connected to, somebody needs to hear it. Speak up. You have a voice. Use it. Stop keeping yourself at a standstill because you're afraid of this tower. Because, dang. 10 of Swords. Reversed. Can't get worse, only upwards. Recovery, rejuvenation. Regeneration. Resisting the inevitable end. Yes, that's what you're doing. You're delaying an end in order to have a new beginning. It can't get worse. It can only go upward. It literally says that, into recovery. But you're scared. Why? I don't know. I don't know why you're scared. Maybe you feel like it won't work out. Maybe you feel like you don't know where to start. And sometimes it could just be acknowledging the fact that you didn't know where to start. You know? And I'm going to do a part 2 of this because I have more cards. And take it as it resonates, but it very much is that. If you have a hard time speaking up for yourself, now is the time to do it. I don't reach out. Only Patreon, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I'll be right back for part 2. Bye.